إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون واعتصموا بحبل الله جميعا ولا تفرقوا قل إن صلاتي ونسكي ومحياي ومماتي لله رب العالمين لا شريك له وبذلك أمرت وأنا أول المسلمين يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم وما يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق كتاب الله وخير هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل ضلالة وخير هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وكل ضلالة بدعة كل ضلالة وكما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم أما بعد أيها الإخوة الحمد لله ثم الحمد لله we're here gathered on this beautiful Yawm al-Jum'ah, this day which is the Eid of the Muslims for the week, and we praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for making us Muslims here today and granted us excellent religion in al-Islam. Allah said, Inna dayna inda al-Islam. And we praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also for giving us an excellent example in the Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah Azza wa Jalla says regarding the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. Rarely you find an excellent example in the Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I pray, my dear Muslims, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants us the tawfiq to understand our religion, that we're people Ahlul Quran, Ahlul Sunnah, Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen. So we all have shortcomings, and Allah forgive us all for our shortcomings, but we try most to adhere to the Sunnah of the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And that's why I want to speak about the excellent character of the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And maybe my enthusiasm got the better of me today. But anyway, inshallah. Why do I want to speak about this? No, my dear Muslims, not any one of us can hope to attain salvation. Can hope to attain salvation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala unless we believe in, we love and follow the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So important for us, my dear Muslims, that we do this. That we believe in the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and we love him and then we want to follow him. Why do I mention this? Because sometimes maybe for us we will find that we are not able to bring ourselves to love the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam or think about him or even to follow his sunnah. And for those people I say that there is something missing for you. Alhamdulillah, we are just at the end of the month of Rabiul Awwal. The month of Rabiul Awwal is the month which is significant because it was the month in which the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was born, and also the month in which the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam passed away. I had the good fortune to return only a few weeks ago from Umrah. I visited Mecca and Medina, and subhanallah, the people were there. Xhamia jiddan, it was so busy. And why? Because people, they want to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Because they love the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I'm sure if any of you went to do any Umrah, even though we love the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm sure in that visit you would want to go and see Medina as well, yes? So for those of you who find it difficult to love Allah, to love the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, I say go and do Umrah. Go and visit Medina. It's so important for you. Why? I was fortunate to lead a Jama'ah there, and I found people, they were first timers. And they were crying the first time they saw the Kaaba. They're crying when they went to Medina and gave salat upon the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And upon who? Abu Bakr as-Siddiq and Umar al-Khattab. May Allah be pleased with both of them. Ameen Ya Rabbil. People broke down and cried. Grown men, grown women. Why? Because of the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the love of the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And this is something we need to develop. We need to truly develop this within ourselves. The Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was the best of people. Know this, my dear Muslims. He was the best of people. And he explained who are the best of people as well. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. They asked the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, who is the best of people? He said, خياركم في الجاهلية خياركم في الإسلام إذا فقهوا. The best among you in Jahiliyyah is also the best among you when? In Islam, if you understand your religion. Which means every one of us, we have this innate good quality of fitrah. See, if you're someone who is truthful, alhamdulillah, by fitrah, yes? Means someone truthful, someone honest, someone kind and caring, alhamdulillah. If you find this easy within your nature, then alhamdulillah, your character is emulating the character of the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But if you're someone who lies, dishonest, and harsh and uncaring towards the people, then know you are very far away from the character of the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You are not going to emulate the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent as a mercy to mankind. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. We did not send you Muhammad except as a mercy to mankind. So if you're someone today, I'm asking you, look to yourself. You're someone who is truthful, honest and kind and caring. I want to be your friend. And if, inshallah, if you see that quality in me, then be my friend as well. This is what we want. These are excellent qualities. These are the qualities of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but these were the qualities that were natural to him by fitrah. You know the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam is called Al-Mustafa, chosen one. Meaning he was chosen by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He was given the seal of prophet. He was the last prophet to come and the last messenger. He was the imam of all the Anbiya al-Mursaleen. Though the revelation only came when he became 40 years old. But he's al-Mustafa. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose him. Khayru khalqi, the best of creation. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Al-Mustafa, chosen because of those qualities. But you know the learned people, they knew there was the alamat, the signs of nubuwwah in him, prophethood. So on one occasion his uncle Abu Talib, the Muslim, remember this even before the revelation, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam was only 12 years old. And one of the things that Quraysh used to do is in the summer they used to take a caravan up to Sham, which is Syria today. Because compared to Makkah, it was a cold place. So they never used to go with their caravans for trade in the winter. They only went in the Saif, in the summer. Allah mentions in Surah Quraysh about these caravans. So it was a tradition that they had. And you know the people of Mecca were merchants. So on one occasion, Abu Talib, he takes the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam on this caravan. Now en route, in a place called Busra, there is a monk there, known Bahira. And many of you may know this story, but I want to repeat it. Why? Because he was a Christian monk, yes? He was someone learned, an abid. He was away from the people, reading his books. But on this occasion, he entertained Abu Talib and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He's only known as Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This monk, he never used to do this. You know the monks, they're not people into dunya. They're not into entertaining, people of little speech. They're only in the dhikr and the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But he entertained them. And he said, you know, this boy, he's going to be the master of all humanity. Sayyidun Nas. Subhanallah. He's going to be the master of all humanity. And he will be given a risala, a message that will be rahmatan lil alamin, a mercy to mankind. He will become as a mercy to mankind. So Abu Talib, remember, he is someone who is mushrik. He doesn't believe in one God, worships idols. He said, how do you know this? To which Bahira, he says, verily I saw the signs as he was coming on the streets, the stones and the trees who are prostrating to him, subhanAllah. And this is in the seerah. You'll find this is narrated in the seerah. And verily he has a sign, which is the seal of prophethood. He has under his shoulder a mark, small mark. Some say like the size of a pigeonette, some say like a small apple. That is the seal of prophethood. And he is the last messenger that will come to humanity. But look to what Bahira said. He said, don't send him to Sham. Why? Because the people, they may harm him, take him back or send him back to Mecca, to which Abu Talib did this. Because the people in Sham, they were waiting for the Messiah. They rejected who? Isa alayhi salam. They were still waiting for the Messiah. But the Messiah was who? Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So he used to do these caravans. Look to his good character. Khadija radiallahu anha, when the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam was 25 years old, she sent him as the leader of this caravan. Now going to Sham in the summer. And the reason she chose him because of those qualities I mentioned. He was somewhat truthful, honest, and kind and caring. And she sent one of her servants with the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam is in charge of this. She found when the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam returned back from Sham, there was the benefits, profits in the caravan like never before. And she asked her servant, how was the character of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam? And the servant replied that he is again someone, he is truthful, honest, and very kind and caring. Do you know what she did? She saw there was benefit in this person. She sent the proposal to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, to which the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam accepted. The great character of the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Khadija radiallahu anha saw greatness in him as well. So we know they are married, and then 15 years down the line of their marriage, the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam turns 40, and then he's going away. Look to what he does. He's a good person. When there is fahisha in society, when society is too much, drags you down, you need to be secluded. You want to go to seclusion. You want to go and worship. You want some time to think. This is what you want. But look to this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, chose him from the moment of his birth, and sent the revelation. Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. Read in the name of thy Lord that created you. Read in the name of thy Lord that created you. SubhanAllah. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, great character. He's called Al-Amin beforehand, yes? He never expected this. He never expected this. Because prior to the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, all of the lineage of the prophets, Bani Israel, they're in Sham. But Allah chose the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam for the final message. So he returns back from the cave. And that's why I'm saying, if you find it difficult to understand this connection that you have with the revelation, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the person, the personality, the great personality of the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, I say go and make umrah. Why? For you, maybe you need something tangible. You need to see where the cave is. You want to see how hard it was for the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to climb up there. You want to see the Kaaba. If this is what it takes for you, then do this, I say. Why? Because you need to love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You need to love the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But when the revelation came, look to how the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam reacted. He went back to his wife and he said, Zammiluni, Zammiluni. Cover me, cover me. Because it was a shock to him. He's a simple man. Then Allah chose him at that point to give the revelation. Cover me, what is happening to me? To which Khadija, she replies, Allah would never disgrace you, Ya Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah would never disgrace you. Why? Look to what you do. You keep blood ties. You keep blood ties. You look after the poor and the needy. You are kind to your guests. You honor your guests. And if there's ever a calamity in society, you are the first to go and help. SubhanAllah. Allah will never disgrace you. Who is this? Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He's called Al-Amin before this, yes? But look to this. The Quraysh, they turned on him. And I'm talking about the topic of the great character of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Quraysh, they turned on him. And instead of calling him Al-Amin, what did they call him? Majnoon, Sha'ir, Sahir. Called him mad, poet, magician. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, no. وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. No, Muhammad, they say all of this about you. You are a great and exalted character. Khuluqun Azim means great character, but it means what? Dinun Azim. It means a great religion. This is what you are following. Never would Allah disgrace a person who follows the deen of Islam. نَحْنُ قَوْمًا عَزَّنَا اللَّهُ بِالْإِسْلَامِ. We are people, we are elevated by Islam. And the great character of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam was elevated even more, to the point the people who wanted to taint the character of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah comes to the defense. And that's why, as long as we have this connection with the Quran and the Sunnah, my dear Muslim, know that you are seeking salvation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because we can never have salvation except to follow the example of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the Sahaba and people that never met the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, sometimes after the Sahaba, the Tabi'in and so on, they would come to Aisha and they would ask, كيف خلق Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam? How is the khuluq, the characteristics of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam? So Aisha used to always answer saying, كان خلقه القرآن. Verily his characteristic is the Quran. If you're someone not close to the Quran, you will never understand this. But if you're someone who reads the Quran, like you read your Surah Kahf on a Friday, and you read it and read it, you'll see there's many lessons in there. Do you find any contradiction in the character of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Quran? You will never find any contradiction. And that's how we should be. We should be people, my dear Muslims, that we want to learn the Quran, understand its lesson, and then emulate what we can from the lesson, as we saw in the character of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants us to understand our religion, that we're people who are Ahlul Quran, Ahlul Sunnah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala purifies our heart, which is sincere towards Him, that Allah puts hidayah in our hearts, and remove from it any rancor or hatred we have towards one another. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us the nur of al-Islam, that Allah makes us successful from the dunya as well as the akhirah. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم وبعد. So we're talking about the great character of the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And really, when we talk from the text, there can be no ghulu and exaggeration in the way we talk about the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam. If we talk with our text that we have, the Quran and the Sunnah, and we praise the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, there can be no such thing as ghulu extremism or to exaggerate. No. He's by far, and even non-Muslim testify this, one of the most influential people ever in history, subhanAllah. How else can there be 1.6 billion Muslims on the earth today if he didn't have influence? If he didn't have good character? Do you think we are people that we come together on dalala? The Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, never will my people, my ummah come together on dalala. Surely we see khair in him. And this is something that we should always have this good understanding of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But now, my dear Muslims, that if we don't seek the help of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam yawm al-qiyamah, then even how we stand in front of Allah is on rocky grounds. What do I mean by this? Subhanallah, the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, Ana Sayyid walad Adam wala fakhr. Look to what the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says in a hadith. And I want us to think about this. I am the most noble son, or I am the leader, okay, of the children of Adam. Wala fakhr means not to boast. And it's important for us to understand what we mean here. Quite often as people, we do dhulm upon each other, yes? We oppress each other. And we boast, okay? Instead of yusadina fil khairat, we boast. Instead of competing in good deeds, we boast. We try to get one over each other. The Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is not like this. It's not in his nature. Wala fakhr, he said, I am not boasting. I am the most noble or the leader of the sons of Adam. And that is not to boast. So on the day of judgment, what will we find? The earth will open up. And the first to rise is who? Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Wala fakhr. The Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, the earth will open because we will all rise on that day. But he will be the first. Wala fakhr. He is not boasting. On that day, Yawm al-Azim, a severe day. A day which will last 50,000 years. Very harsh. Dhanika Yawm al-Haq. Where the truth will be seen. If you had Iman, you will see your Iman. If you didn't, then you will see that too. A very harsh day. On that day, the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, I will be granted permission to make the intercession and it will be accepted from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wala fakhr. No other prophet will dare to go in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala except who? The Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam first. Wala fakhr. He's not boasting. And he said, I will have the banner, liwa, okay, of alhamd, of praise on that day. I have that banner, the banner of praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wala fakhr. He'll be given that banner, subhanallah. And why should he not He was someone that Aisha mentioned that he would pray through the night to the point his feet were bulging, like they're almost about to bleed because he was standing so long. And she used to say to the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ya Rasulullah, why do you always do this? Pray so much in the night when Allah has forgiven all your sins, past, present and future. To which he said, Alam akun abdan shakura, should I not be a grateful servant? So this is the banner that the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam will hold on the day to Wala faqir, and not to boast. I pray that, my dear Muslims, we understand our religion, that we want to be with the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam on Yawm al-Qiyamah. We want to follow his guidance in the dunya. We want to hold on to the teachings of the Quran and the Sunnah, and that we are people that Allah grants us guidance. And Allah makes us successful both in the dunya and after. We are people that, subhanAllah, that we need to remove all of these diseases we have in our heart. We need to have love and mercy for one another. We need to emulate the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And wherever there is dhulm upon the Ummah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, may Allah remove the dhulm. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded us to give salat on the Nabi. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكن من الخاسرين. اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تباركت يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. اللهم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين، اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الاحياء منهم والاموات برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا واهدنا وارزقنا برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين. اللهم اغفر والدينا رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. اللهم انصر المستضعفين في كل مكان. اللهم انصر فانك خير الناصرين. اللهم انصر فانك خير الناصرين. اللهم انصر فانك خير الناصرين. سبحان ربك رب العزه عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. قوموا أقيموا الصلاة إن الصلاة تنهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر.